What's going on, y'all? This is Rock Creek RV Park in Twin Falls, Idaho. This is a park that is managed by the county. It is $25 a night for electric. They have 50 amp and water. There are no sewer hookups and there's no dump station here directly in the park. We're just staying here for 2 nights, so we'll have to figure out what to do with our shower water when we depart out of here. This is a nice spot, a little narrow on the road that comes down into the area. We're like in a little canyon. There is a creek that runs through here, Rock Creek, and it is flowing pretty well with water. There's lots to do down here as far as playgrounds, picnics, frisbee golf. Well, Tanya and I are out walking Daisy, and we are going to go explore the park right now. Let's do it. They do have several bathrooms around. They look like vault toilets. They've got smaller picnic pavilions like that, and then a bigger one there. I believe I've seen several playgrounds. They do have some trash cans here and there, and I did just find the dumpster. The road is super narrow coming down back in the back of the park, but thankfully it is one way down there, and then you've got a steep hill over here behind the trees that's one way out. We'll see if we can find some other areas of this park. So I think maybe we're up to 3 bridges that I've counted. Got some water rushing under here. That's coming from a separate creek, joining up with Rock Creek over there. See, that's some serious water flow coming through these creeks. And here's the first playground we've seen. It's got a fence around it. Not really sure why it has a fence around it, because over there by the trash, there's just open, no gate. Love the sound of that water. Another group picnic pavilion with a big barbecue pit, and we've got some horseshoes right here. One of my concerns last night after, I'm thinking, hey, it's $25, this is a pretty good deal. Some of the locals, I don't know, part of a certain club to do with cars, was jamming out to some loud bass music and wrestling. I don't know what they were doing. I wasn't paying really close attention, but it was just like, okay, this might be why this park is a little bit cheaper. Where we're from, down in the San Antonio area, we don't get to see a lot of weeping willow trees. So there's quite a few in this park. They look really cool. So this part of the park, it's a completely separate driveway down right there. There's no RVs over here. This is just like a city park. This is nice. I don't know if they allow fishing here, but nice little overlook over the water. Hey, there's some ducks. Kind of looks like a little miniature boat ramp. Interesting. Ah, this is handicap fishing access. That's cool. So if you're in a wheelchair and you want to come up here and fish, they make it nice and easy for you. Hello, ducks. You got any quackers? Okay, this park it's not even 10. It's getting busy. Yep. Bunch of cars coming down here all of a sudden. You can climb up. There's currently 4 cats. Okay, 3 are visible at the moment. We counted at least 5. Apparently people come out here and feed these stray cats in this park. There was a woman that was just here asking us to try to keep Daisy away because she didn't want Daisy to eat the cats. I'm like, Daisy doesn't eat cats. So apparently you can see some stray cats around here. Come on, Daisy, out of the road. Come on. Come on, out of the road. Good girl. We'll come down here. I believe there's another playground. I see what's now the 4th bridge that goes through here. We'll cut across and walk back on the other side. This is a really nice park. I like this. It'd be nice if they at least had a dump station. But I like it when we stay in parks like this where it's like I have to really think hard about a negative. It's like, okay, there's got to be something negative. For the most part, this is pretty nice. Even like I said, the people that were down here hanging out, making some noise last night, they didn't stay late. They were not up here late at night. I'd say before 9 o'clock, they were all gone. That might be a little hard to read. since it's so glossy. Rock Creek's lower watershed became a water cleanup project in 1980 by Twin Falls Soil Conservation District and the Snake River Soil and Water Conservation District. Cool. Looks like we've got a sand volleyball right there, but the net's missing. I don't know, if you want to have some fun volleyball, bring a net with you. There is another set of vault toilets right there. And even on the other side, we've got some random picnic tables and benches, and I even see some more horseshoes over there by that group pavilion over there. Another group pavilion over here. Another beautiful weeping willow tree. So there's some cement pads over here. They look new. I'm willing to bet that they're probably, since cornhole is so popular, they're probably for cornhole tournaments. Cool, there's a little island in the middle of the creek. Yeah, this park is beautiful. I do see a frisbee golf goal back there. Some rose bushes. So this bridge you can drive on, but it does have a pedestrian section of it. Come on, silly. Come on, goober. Come on. Walking back this way, we found a second playground and a number of frisbee golf goals. We were over by the creek and we could hear from this other side rushing water. So it looks like there's a waterfall up in here, but the brush is kind of covering it up. But that frisbee golf goal is really over there. This is a really cool park. So they've been digging this up, making some kind of a trench to run this water through here. Now the frisbee golf is kind of on the other side. Oh, Daisy's going in. That trail goes on for quite a ways and we need to get back to the RV, so we stopped and turned around and came back. Thinking there might be a waterfall over there, and maybe we'll take the girls over there later when it's a little warmer. I'm fascinated with this group picnic pavilion because it's got a big fire ring in the middle with a cool looking chimney. Oh, this is great. Look at how it's built in, the benches in the middle. Oh, this would be just such an epic place to hang out on a cold evening with a big fire. Look at that big chimney. This is so awesome. I love it. I see stuff like this and then it's like, hey, let's have some kind of meetup here. Of course, being up in Idaho, might be a little difficult to get people to come all the way over here just for an epic fire pit. But if you're in the area, check it out. Isn't that cool? They got these benches around the fire. Gonna head back on the opposite side of the creek and use one of the bridges to get back over to the RV. I really like this park, and at $25 a night, along with all the things there are to do here in Twin Falls, Idaho, I think that this is a great stop. I highly recommend it. If you can conserve your water tanks, stretch this out for maybe 3 or 4 nights, go into town and visit all the waterfalls and see the big bridge, maybe do some kayaking on the Snake River, I think that Twin Falls, Idaho is a terrific destination. And staying down here in this park is just a great, I don't know, centerpiece to a little short vacation. I just got to figure out where a close by dump station is. I think it would be difficult for me to stay here for a week since I like to run all the shower water. If they don't have a dump station for free in this park, it would be difficult for me to manage. But I think 3 or 4 nights, I think would be doable at a park like this. First playground over there that we saw, one of the first bridges. I think we'll go on down to the other end of the park and work our way back in the RV section. And if you like to climb on some rocks, those look pretty easily scalable. You can see our RV across the way over there. Pull-through spot was only 40-ish feet long, but there was parking spots right in front of it, just kind of across the road. So once I got unhooked, I just parked right there at a parking spot. You can see the top of the cliff over there. That's where the road is that comes in. And then there's a narrow road that goes off to the left of the screen there takes a switchback and comes down. The RV section is kind of divided into two. This would be the second part. We could see this structure across the creek last night. We're wondering what it is. I'm not seeing any markings or anything on it. I'd say it looks older than 1980 though. Trail goes up to the city streets one direction. There's another bridge down at the end that takes another trail that goes up to the city streets in that area. A lot of ways to access this park. And this grass is so lush and green. I love it. Well, there's the first goal for the Frisbee golf. All right, here's the fourth bridge, but I suspect there's actually a fifth bridge. This water is really flowing good. And this over here is the first part of the RV section, or first RV section. This is where the camp hosts stay. And they don't have a sewer connection, but they put a great big black tank on the side there for them to dump to, that they probably send somebody down here to pump it out for them. I'm just gonna take Daisy back, and I'm gonna go over and walk to this last bridge real quick. Just kind of show off. These are all back in sights right here. Kind of see the road right there that comes down. We've got the do not enter sign because it's way too narrow. There's no way you can do two-way traffic on that road. Has to be one way. And that would be the fifth bridge right there, which then has a trail that goes up to the street level up there. We got some strict guidelines on taking care of your pets, and don't park on the grass. There's another picnic pavilion over here. We've got some horseshoes right there, another set of vault toilets, more horseshoes over here, and the creek runs all around this. Gene Turnbaugh Pavilion. A little firing out here. The creek goes around behind that. All right, let's head back to our RV and we'll finish up this video on this park. Rock Creek RV Park in Twin Falls, Idaho. I wish that these videos got out to more people, that more people would see these, because a lot of times only maybe 100, 150, 200 people see our videos where we go to places like this where it's kind of off the beaten path. It's not like you're searching for a video on Rock Creek RV Park, because why would you, right? Unless, you knew about Twin Falls, Idaho and you wanted to come here. But I think that it'd be really cool if this video was shared out with more people, so that more people would know how awesome Twin Falls, Idaho is and how cool Rock Creek RV Park is. Because then we could get more people to come experience this. Because right now, the national parks, they get so flooded with people. They have amazing things to see there. Everybody wants to go see Old Faithful at Yellowstone, I get it. But sometimes you need some alternatives. That's what I'm about. I'm about finding those alternatives. Stuff that's possibly a little cheaper, hopefully a little less people. So I like stuff like this. And of course, there's the other factor too. If we share it out with too many people, then it won't be less people anymore. But driving through here last evening, we were wondering if there was some caves up in there. If you do come to Twin Falls, Idaho, you don't have to worry about shopping. You've got Walmart, Fred Meyer's, Albertsons, plenty of opportunities to get the groceries you need, shopping in general. I mean, there's a Best Buy here, Harbor Freight. There's a mall, the Magic Valley Mall, and it's actually doing pretty well. We walked through the mall last night and we were impressed. There's even a Barnes & Noble here. So if you want to go to do some shopping, there's plenty here. And then recreation-wise, there's plenty here. Come down here and look at these campsites, show you our pull-through spot. Now, one thing that did bother me is this locust tree that's right here. I think needs to have some branches trimmed, because I do see it where it scratched the side of our RV coming around the corner. Wasn't too terrifically happy about that. So one thing I did like, they mark these down as reserved, and they tell you who it's reserved for. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, a couple of these branches right here wound up digging into the side of the RV. You can see some lines, or at least I can with my eyes, where it went down the side of the RV. Plenty of wide open sky if you need to use Starlink. T-Mobile was awesome. Well over 100 megs down for T-Mobile. AT&T was still pretty good, probably about 20 megs down with AT&T. All of them I'm able to use for work, which is nice. There's your water hookup. Oh, that's kind of weird. I guess the water was off when I opened up the panel. 50 amp, 30 amp, 20 amp. They have signs over here too that says the park waters the grass nightly. This is a seasonal park. It's not open year round. It gets cold up here in the wintertime. Well, that's it for the Rock Creek RV Park in Twin Falls, Idaho. Thank y'all so much for watching our video. You know what? Share this one out. We would greatly appreciate that. I think that the Twin Falls, Idaho area needs some extra love because this place is awesome. And I think that some other people need to know about this place so they can come check it out. It's a terrific destination. We will have another video that will show our adventures going around Twin Falls, hopefully, if everything goes well. There's a reason it's called Twin Falls. So I'm going to take Tanya and the girls and we're going to go do some exploring and see what we can find. And we'll hopefully share that with you in another video. Thanks again for watching. Remember that life happens. Don't let that stop you. Stay fresh, cheese bags.